classic car, what we call a standard Herald.
A classic is something judged over a period of time to be of the highest quality and outstanding of its kind, something which is a work of art by itself. In the automotive world over the years, many cars from the decades long gone still look its part and manage to attract people till today. These cars, when looked at, stir up the senses. These cars are classic cars.
And this is my classic car, what we call a standard Herald. This is the Indian-made standard Herald of a parent company being Triumph Herald of London. And this is 1967 model, classified as classics. Somehow I developed a good liking for this car because most of these cars were into scrap days and scrap yards, and somehow I managed to get one from Miss Sarojini D'Costa, who also wanted to scrap it, but somehow I grabbed it almost 10 years back and I restored it to its original beauty and it's running well.
Vintage cars are loved by many people, right from the young to the old. The unique body lines, the distinctive styling, and the overall character of a vintage car are enough to make anyone a vintage car lover.
I have with me Morris Minor 1953 model. It is my father's car. I like the car because it is one of the good car. First of all, the body of that car is very tough, which you can never get from any other cars. Secondly, the car is very comfortable and it is really, you feel like driving the car.
Cars today perform fast. They give a good fuel economy. They are safer and much more reliable. But the most important thing that they lack is its soul. Vintage cars are all about the driving experience. Unlike new cars, where you are aided with too many electronic devices to drive, a vintage car is purely mechanical and gives you the ultimate driving experience, as you are the only one that drives the car.
Almost the beginning, which I own A40 Austin, which my father had, and then I had to sell, my brother sold it, and because I bought these other vehicles, which I like so much and keeps me going, because since I'm an old man, I have to keep my body up to date, and it gives me good pleasure.
Vintage cars can be a little of a hassle to own. Maintenance costs would be high, parts would be difficult to find, and most of the time, mechanics wouldn't even know how to work with these cars. Yet owners of vintage cars are proud of their cars.
This is a British car indeed, and the best part with this car is you can convert into a convertible as well as a saloon, as and when you want. And it's a rear wheel drive, and there are very few on the road of this particular type. This is Mark II of Herald.
To have these cars is a rare opportunity because you will never see these cars. You see only few houses who are having these cars, and it is really a privilege to have these antique cars.
I was making these cars before, and I would like to keep my old cars because I can repair them. I do the repairs by myself and keep my body fit.
Cars like these are not made anymore. Newer cars do not offer the same driving experience as vintage cars do.
It's a tough car, and car is very steady on the road.
Here that I am always in search for these old cars. You don't get them here now, and a lot of people come here looking out for these old cars for shooting and these.
Vintage cars today are more of an investment than just mere purchases. Their value starts from tens of thousands to even millions for rare cars. But most importantly, these vintage cars give their owners the joy that they own a piece of great automotive history.